Hello again, and welcome to part 4 of this ongoing series of 5 obscure cases of lost and cancelled games. And I gotta say, it's getting pretty hard to think of a new intro for this kind of videos, so I might just quit and cut to the chase for the next time. Anyway, here's some cancelled games. Enjoy! Rattlesnake Red was a game being developed by Sculpture Software and meant to be published by Acclaim Entertainment and released in 1997. This game lacks a lot of information, which is interesting because there's actually a great chunk of in-game footage from the game. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you my own thoughts about it. From the looks of it, this game was meant to be a 3D platformer reminiscent to stuff like Bugs Bunny Lost in Time. But it looks like this game will have feature 10 controls, which is something I'm not really a fan of. This is just a speculation, by the way, since there's really no way to tell what the controls will have been like. You will also be able to get back from the water using bouncy pads, and will progress through the area using them. We got all sorts of platforming and enemies, which is actually pretty freaking cool if you ask me. Sadly, we only got footage of the western/canyon level, which I hope wasn't the only theme in the level, even though it wouldn't actually matter since the game was cancelled. But I still wanna think they worked on more themes than just this one. Either way, this game got cancelled for unknown reasons, and that sucks because it really looked like a fun little platformer. Bonx Racing was a game being developed by Planet Interactive for the Game Boy Advance in 2001. And according to an IGN article, it was a mix between racing, action, and platform puzzle solving. You will be able to control a red cube in what seemed to be a Lego style kind of game. And unlike the last game, now we can see plenty of things were planned for this one. Although I gotta say I don't really see the racing aspect of it. Maybe you will have to get to the end of the level before time ran out or something. According to the same article, the game will have featured 4 worlds, 20 levels, 10 racing battlegrounds, and link cable support for up to 4 players. And this game looked pretty cool from the screenshots that exist of it. Sadly though, there isn't any footage of the gameplay itself, but I guess we can still be happy that something exists from the game. Yet another cancelled PS1 3D platformer, YoYo was a game being developed by Magic Art Studio. This game was centered around a monkey, probably named Jojo, and it was being set on an Arabian theme, although this could be one of many themes. This was just the only one being shown in the less than a minute footage that we have from the game. This game features a style of gameplay similar to Crash Bandicoot, in which you will be able to run around, jump, collect what seem to be purple stars, and even ride a carpet around the level. Not much more information is really known about this game, but I have to admit, being a fan of this kind of games, it does hurt that this one got the axe. I previously talked about a Looney Tunes racing game for the PS1 that was released, and I thought it was pretty decent. But did you know that there was another Looney Tunes racing game which was nothing like that one and was being made for the N64? Well, neither did I until right now. Looney Tunes Space Race was an N64 planned racing game to be released in 2000. This game was being developed by New Wave USA, but then the game got moved to the PS2 and Dreamcast and was completed by Infogrames Melbourne. These versions of the game got released, but the N64 version of the game got cancelled. And it seems like it wasn't going to be the same type of game that the Dreamcast and PS2 versions ended up being. There isn't any footage of the N64 version, but there is a bunch of pictures that we can guide ourselves with. And in my honest opinion, I'm sad that this version of the game got cancelled. Mostly because of my love for the golden N64 era of low-poly games that were still a lot of fun to play. And because we will have gotten both a Looney Tunes racing game for the PS1 and the N64. Now how freaking cool is that? I decided to leave this one for last because I found this case to be the most interesting of them all while making this video. What if I told you this is a console game from more than 20 years ago that has the chance to be revived and released? Well, this is the case of Project Infinity, or just Infinity. This was a tactical RPG being developed by Phoenix Software that was being developed at the end of the Game Boy Color lifespan and start of the Game Boy Advance, with this being the reason of the cancellation of the game in 2002. However, in 2016, an unfinished version of Infinity was released in the form of a free ROM. And in late 2021, for the 20th anniversary of the game, a team of former Phoenix developers and fresh faces have gotten together to revive Infinity in the form of a Kickstarter that promises not only the release of the full game, but also enhanced versions for Nintendo Switch and Steam. As of May 2022, the game hasn't reached its goal and still hasn't been released yet, and the last update they posted was in late March. But I'm gonna go off on a limb here and say that it's only a matter of time until the game reaches its goal and finally gets a proper release after 20 years. If you would like to contribute to the goal, I will leave the link to the Kickstarter in the description. And that's another 5 console games you probably had no idea existed. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I'm doing my best to put out this kind of videos more consistently, so I hope you give them some love, subscribe, and do all that stuff. Obviously you don't have to if you don't want to, but a little love is always good for small creators like myself, so I would really appreciate it. And yeah, thank you again, take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Hey, thanks for watching. It means a lot to me, and if you like this type of content, make sure to subscribe so I can keep making it. And also, let me know in the comments if there's a game you would like me to cover in the future. With that said, take care and I'll see you next time.